Hey there, this is Tracking25, and in this video I'll be giving you a whole bunch of tips and tricks on how you can find the new blocks that they added to the game, the ancient debris, so that you can get the new items, the netherite armors and netherite tools. Now the netherite armors and netherite tools are actually tools and armor that are better than diamond. They're stronger, they're a whole lot faster, so they're pretty good valuable armors and tools that you can have in your game. Now I'll be showing you where you should be mining to find the netherite, or actually the ancient debris in your world, and a whole bunch of things you should bring along with you when you go into nether in search of the ancient debris. In the latest Minecraft snapshot, they added a whole bunch of items to the game, including the netherite tools over here and the netherite armor. Now these tools and armors can be made by crafting it with the netherite ingots over here in the same manner that we used to craft the old tools, just by using this ingot there. Now this ingot is actually very valuable because it actually uses 4 of these netherite scraps over here and 4 of these gold over here just to make 1 ingot, which means that 4 of these and 4 of these only makes 1 ingot, which makes them a very valuable ingot, and it's very valuable for these tools over here. Now these netherite scraps right over here are found by smelting the ancient debris in either a furnace or a blast furnace to make it go faster. So when you put the ancient debris in a furnace right over here, had a fuel source right over there, you'll see that it smelts down to get your scrap over here. So it means for every 1 ancient debris you get 1 scrap. Now the ancient debris are actually very rare in the world to find. As you can see behind me over here, I dug out a 300,000 block area, and it's a massive area, and I only found this much ancient debris. 41 blocks in a 300,000 area. So this is a very valuable tool, or actually a resource that you can find in your world, but it's actually very rare. And you can see of this chart that I have right over here, the ancient debris is centered around Y level 11 and Y level 16. But I'll be going into greater details in this tutorial on how you can find these in your world and what you should bring along with you when you're going for this world. But anyways, let's get on with step number 1. Now step number 1 is just setting up your inventory before you go into the nether. Now you can see over here I brought myself a diamond sword, and that's just in case I fight any mobs in the nether, I have protection there. Now in terms of pickaxes, I recommend you bring at least an efficiency 2 diamond pickaxe and an efficiency 3 iron pickaxe. If you want to add on breaking and mending to these pickaxes, it's not necessary, but I think if you want them to last longer, you should have these enchantments on your pickaxe. Now the reason why we're having efficiency 2 for the diamond, efficiency 3 for the iron, is because that's when netherite gets instant mined. With that over there, that over there. As you can see, I can instant mine the netherite just like that, and that's why we bring these over here. Now actually, ancient debris, you can only mine it with a diamond pickaxe, so I recommend to bring at least efficiency 2, but if you have an efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe, it'll probably be better because you'll be able to mine the ancient debris a whole lot faster. And just be careful when you're mining it, because if you mine it with your iron pickaxe, as you see over here, you will not get your ancient debris because you can only mine it with a diamond pickaxe. I also bought some food over here just because we're going to be in the nether for a whole lot of time, so I have some steak to make sure I have the food. And I also have an arrow with infinity on it just in case I can come across any gas, but you shouldn't since you're going to be mining in the lower depths of the nether, but it's always safe to have a bow with you. Now golden apples are not necessary, I only brought them just in case I don't happen to be on the fire resist potion and I happen to fall in the lava. I have the regen from the golden apple and the chest and the ender chest over here, just in case, so when I find the ancient debris I can put it in the chest or my ender chest to make sure that it's safe. Now in terms of armor, all you have to do is just bring out the iron armor over here because we're using fire resist potions, so we don't have to worry about the lava, but just to be safe we have some armor in case we want to fight the mobs. Now you want to make sure you have a whole lot of fire resist potions depending on how long you're going to be in the nether. I recommend you bring about 5 to 6 only because with that you can have 8 minutes at a time, and to mine out this entire area, or at least half of the area where we're mining, it might take a bit of time before you find some ancient debris. Now it's always good to have some temporary blocks with you, and in this case I have the netherrack. So I have a 64 stack of netherrack right over here, but after you mine out a whole bunch of netherrack in this area, you'll have a whole bunch. So just in case you come across any lava, you can plug up the holes with the netherrack right away, just to make sure that you're safe and you can find your ancient debris in the world. Now step 2 when you come to nether is just finding a place where you want to start mining. And you want to avoid over here on the cliffs just because you might land straight down into lava over here when you dig down. So it's best if you find a cliff over here, just start your mining going that way to avoid as much lava as possible. But when you find your area, you can start mining for your ancient debris. So if you're in survival like me, You go like that, and we actually have some skeletons over here. And this is actually why I bought the sword, just in case I encounter any mobs. Oh, he's doing a dance, and that guy's not leaving me alone, so we're good. So when start mining, you can actually just dig it over here. If you want to bring a shovel, you can also bring a shovel. But what I recommend you doing is doing the step mining over here. Going down in a step, just in case you come across any lava, what you can do is just plug up the hole like that instantly, and it's a safer way to mine a nether just because you don't have to worry about the lava hitting you. But also remember to use your fire resistant potion, just in case when lava does hit you, you'll have a fire resistant potion and you won't lose your stuff in the lava. Now you want to mine all the way in to get to about Y14 over here. Perfect. You can see from my F3 screen that I'm now on Y number 14. Now we can just do the old mining ways that we do in the overworld. What you want to do is just dig out 2 blocks like this. Make sure you have a whole bunch of area over here. It doesn't have to be pretty as long as you have enough room, and then we can start mining for our ancient debris at this Y level over here. Now you want to just continue to mine out 2 block high going over here, and if you find any lava just like over there, this is why we have the netherrack and the offhand, just to plug up the area just like that, and then we can eventually go and plug out the hole. Perfect, so no lava is spreading anymore. And we can get a bit closer to make sure that stops spreading for good, and we have our fire resistant potion on just to make sure we don't get burnt by the lava. And if you're done going out in this area, you can do like I did over here and just double back around just to make a large square to make sure to maximize the area to find your ancient debris. Then eventually over time you should have come across some ancient debris. Perfect, found one over here. And then make sure you use your diamond pickaxe, just because if you use the iron pickaxe, your ancient debris will break. So if I collect it, perfect. And just to be safe, I like to bring the ancient debris back to the chest, just to make sure that it does not get lost or burnt in lava once I mine over here. Perfect. Now when you dig out an area like this, the next thing you can do is actually dig down 2 more blocks. And then start digging out again, just like this, to maximize the amount of area you can find in ancient debris. Because if you remember from the chart I showed you earlier, if we look up over there, it said that block is block number 16, and this block is block number 11. So that's the areas where I found a whole bunch of ancient debris in the world on block 16 and block 11. So by doing this, we're maximizing the area we can find our ancient debris in. Now once you've collected a whole bunch of ancient debris, what you can do, you can set up a little base hub in the nether over here. But in case you don't want to deal with the gas, you can just go back in the overworld and do this. And all you have to do is put the ancient debris in your blast furnace over there, and then smelt them away to get your ancient scraps, so you can make your netherite ingots to get your super powered armor. And in case you do it in the nether over here, what I recommend you doing is just lighting up the soul soil over here, because the blue fire is actually a pretty good fire that I forgot to show in my snapshot video. If you want to check out that snapshot video, it's actually in the right hand corner of the screen in the iCard, and I explained a little bit in detail all the new blocks and biomes that they added to the game. But that's actually going to do it for this tip and trick video over here. It's been tracking 25, and if you guys have any other tips or tricks that you can find for the ancient debris, put it down in the comments down below, and if we get a whole bunch of tips and tricks, I can probably make a part 2 to this video and give you guys a nice shout out for making those tips and tricks. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and this has been Tracking 25 once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.